How seasons occur, part 2. In this chapter, there are 3 points only: apparent movement of the sun, perihelion and aphelion position of the earth, the cycle of season and the living world. First, apparent movement of the sun. Sun's position appears to move towards the north or south in the course of a year. However, in reality, the sun does not move anywhere. That is why this movement of the sun towards north or south in a year is called the apparent movement of the sun. This position of the rising sun keeps on moving towards the south in the period from 21st June to 22nd December. This period is called the Dakshiнаян. From 22nd December to 21st June, the sun keeps on moving towards the north. This period is called Uttarayan. The revolution of the earth around the sun and the tilted axis of the earth are the two factors responsible for the apparent movement of the sun. Season occurs only with reference to the northern and the southern hemisphere. Now, perihelion and aphelion position of the earth. The path of the revolution of the earth around the sun is elliptical. The sun is at one of the two centers of ellipses. The sun does not change its position. As the earth moves in an ellipse, its distance from the sun does not remain the same. It is at its minimum distance in the first week of January. This is called the perihelion position of the earth. In this position, the southern end of the axis is toward the sun. As against this, in the first week of July, the earth is at the farthest point from the sun. This is called the aphelion position. In this position, the northern end of the axis is toward the sun. As the earth revolves around the sun, the equator receives perpendicular rays on 2 days in a year. This condition occurs on 21st March and 23rd September. On these days, both the poles are at the same distance from the sun. This is called equinox. The illuminated and dark portion of the parallel, including the equator, are shown in the figure 8.3. In the figure, the circle of illumination divides all the parallels from the north pole to south pole equally. Everywhere on the earth, night time and daytime are of equal duration. This condition is called equinox. On equinox, the sun's rays are perpendicular on the equator. In this condition, the circle of illumination coincides with the great circle defined by two opposite meridians. In the northern hemisphere, spring prevails from 21st March to 21st June, while autumn prevails from 23rd September to 22nd December. The southern hemisphere has the opposite seasons during these periods. In the northern hemisphere, 21st March is called spring or vernal equinox, whereas 23rd September is called autumnal equinox. The equinox or solstice dates can be varied by the day or so. Now the last point is the cycle of season and the living world. If the Earth's axis were not tilted, the same climatic condition would have prevailed throughout year. The season would not have occurred. One and the same type of climatic condition would have prevailed on each of the different parallels. It is the tilt of the axis that leads to occurrence of seasons, change and diversity on the earth. This living world on the earth is affected by the cycle of seasons. For example, in the region between 66 degree 30 and 90 degree in both the hemisphere, even the mild sunlight available for a part of the year gives rise to certain flora and fauna. In the Antarctica region at the southernmost part of the earth, birds like penguin, fish like seal and animal like walruses are found. In the polar region of the northern hemisphere, animals like reindeer, polar bears, arctic foxes are found. People living in this region to have adapted to the natural conditions prevailing in that region. Our adaptation to climatic condition is possible only up to a certain limit. That is why organisms prefer a certain habitat. During extreme cold climatic condition, when the food supply becomes scarce, a number of birds and animals migrate temporarily. Trees bear fruit in a particular seasons. Therefore, agricultural season also depend on to the local climatic condition. In polar areas, snow line shifts north or south according to season. This affects migration of bird and animal. Here we finish chapter how season occur part 2.